Hey guys, I'm going to show you a tutorial about how I complete box braids. There you see 100% Kanekalon hair, and I will be using 10 packs today to complete the style. So my client's hair is already moisturized, the scalp has been oiled, and I added a little moisture to her hair. Here you see me adding a little bit of edge or control gel that can allow me to grip her hair better. So now I have the hair that I'm going to use. I already separated the portion that I would need for this part of her hair. So here you see me about to split it in two. Once I split it in two, I then place one over the other to create a loop. Once I'm done, it should leave me with 3 pieces that I would need to complete the braid, as you can see here. My finger will go through one of those loops so that I'm able to grab her hair and attach the extension to her hair, creating a neat braid. You see me using 3 pieces of hair and intertwining each to create a braid. And I will continue to do this until I get to the end of the length of the braid. As I'm braiding, I am trying my best to untangle the hair. This brand of hair is not the best hair to deal with, but as I continue to untangle the hair, it will make it more manageable and easier for me to create a neat braid. So here at the back, I'm just going to part straight across and do just one row of braids. But as you see me throughout the video, I will change into a new technique that I have seen recently. And I wanted to try to create more of a fuller effect, even though the braids will be bigger. So here I have the hair again. And what I did was cut it into 2. And it created a blunt effect at one end of the hair. So I've decided to play with the hair, pulling it out so that each part of the ends actually match each other and there's no blunt end. As you can see, as I continue to pull the hair out, you don't see the blunt cut anymore. It's actually just free and straight. It looks even on each side. The ends actually match each other. And this will help create a feather tip at the end of the braids, making it easier to dip in water and seal the ends from coming out. So here I am again, keeping my 3 pieces, intertwining them together and staying at the root for a little while just to make sure I grabbed all the hair that I wanted to fit into this braid and allow it to be neat. And then again, I'm brushing through the hair just to make sure that I don't create any tangles on my way as I'm completing the length of the braid. So here is the technique that I've seen recently. Is basically parting in a diagonal, but it will wind up being a V shape. This allows the braids to lay over each other and actually cover majority of the parting, creating a fuller look, at least in the back end of the hair. this is something I like to do periodically while I'm doing box braids. I like to take a moment and go through each section just to cut off a little bit of flyaway hairs. It really depends on the brand of hair that you use and how much flyaways will actually be present throughout the style. But for this particular brand, I just needed to cut off a little bit more flyaways. And I decided to do it section by section because if I waited to the end, I feel I would miss some braids, and I like the braids to look neat and not to look frizzy and old. So here you see the V-shape forming, and you see how the braids are laying over each other. It actually looks really full and it looks really neat. So here again, I have my 3 pieces. I put my finger between one to be able to grab the hair and attach the extensions to the hair. My hair is laid on one part of the 3 strands, and I am beginning to intertwine the braid, staying at the root for a while as I mentioned earlier, and then continuing down the length of the braid. After I complete the braiding at the root and then continue down the length of the braid, I like to switch to a under braid. I feel that it creates a more neater braid, and it also creates a more tighter braid, and it hides the hair very well throughout the length of the braid. Here I am trying my best to go in slow motion. I tried really hard to get the camera to be really close and focused on how I would grab the front of her hair without pulling. I am using the same method, using 3 strands and grabbing her hair in between one of those strands to attach the hair appropriately. You do not need to pull the hair to get it to fit in a braid and be a neat braid. What you can do is just take your time grabbing 3 pieces, attaching the hair, and just making sure that you grab all the hair that you want to be in that section. Here you can see a clip, and I normally use clips in the front because I don't want to pull on the edge of her hair, and I do want the braid to not slip but to stay at the root as I'm continuing down the length of the braid. And instead of using the person's finger, I just put a clip there to hold it for me. So here's the completed result. Again, I go through and I just cut off the flyaways. Here is a completed look. It's a mixture between black and burgundy hair, and you can actually see the boxes through the parting that I've done. Here's slow motion version of how it looks and how full it was in the back using the V method. The method I used in the front was just simple parting diagonal, horizontal, and completing the braids. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date on my videos to come. Also, you can follow me at Hairventions on Instagram to see some more pictures of hairstyles. Bye!